Okay, so the first question is, what made you want to become a principal?
Um, I didn't know I wanted to be a principal. Actually, I knew at first that I wanted to coach. I liked coaching football and baseball. So, because I played baseball in college, I just knew that I wanted to coach. And then through coaching and teaching, I ended up being a principal.
Okay, okay. So what was your behavior like in school?
When I was in school, for the most, my behavior for the most part was okay. My
Okay.
my mom passed when I was 16,
Oh,
so I started clowning a little bit around 16. I got in trouble and that type of stuff. I got suspended before. I got suspended for a long time before.
can I ask what for?
Uh, for making the wrong decision.
Oh, okay, okay. That's fair. Okay, so if you can change anything in the school, what would it be and why?
If I could change anything in the school, I would take all the kids and all the teachers and put them in a brand new building, state of the art.
Okay, so how do you feel about the district changes as far as like all the new rules and everything else?
So, I think the one thing that I'm most excited about is district change is that parents in the community who might not have access to pre-K education, like 3-year-old education, they have access to 3-year-old education, and that's huge. I remember being a young parent and having to pay daycare, and it was expensive. And so now, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, parents don't have to pay for daycare. They don't have to bother the grandparents. They can
Mm.
actually have them with certified teachers that are teaching them social, emotional, ones, two, threes, fours, colors, all the things they need to be successful. And then without changes, I don't get the opportunity to be principal in Clear North. So I like to. I'm excited about the changes.
Okay. So a topic that a lot of students obviously do not agree with is the new book bags,
Word.
the block schedules, and the more security guards and everything else as far as that goes. Do you feel like it was a good change or it should just stay the same?
So of course, uh, I like the first one, the book bags,
Mm-hmm.
where I was principal in Little Rock, Arkansas, and ever since 2002, before you were born, they were doing clear or mesh backpacks because of all the St. Louis had it too, but because there was a lot of gang violence in Little Rock in the 90s, so I'm accustomed to clear or mesh backpacks. I think it'll take the community to get used to,
Mm.
but and we know that won't solve all problems because if kids want to get or adults want to get stuff to a school that they shouldn't, they'll find a way. However, clear backpacks make it a lot more difficult to do that. So it helps with safety precautions. Then security added security also helps with safety. You know,
Mm.
the doors having alarms, having more people that are visible because visibility stops stuff like skipping, leaving class, and then visibility just gives the perception of a safe environment because we want everybody to be safe. And then block scheduling, believe it or not, is all the research says block scheduling is good for students because you have instead of now being in your math class 55 minutes and as soon as you really get into the topic having to go to the next class,
Mm.
you get more time with the content.
Okay. That part
Labs
is
too,
good.
like in biology, that's good too.
Okay. So, staying true to the topic of the clear book bags and securities and
Okay.
alarm systems, so my mom personally feels like it's not more of a school setting now, it's
Mhm.
more of an institution setting
Okay.
based on, well, okay, yeah, school violence is something that is growing,
Right.
but also she feels like it's more of we're being treated like we've already done something when something
Mhm.
hasn't happened. So when certain parents feel that way, like how best do you counteract that?
So, for example, what color is your ID?
White?
White. So
Yeah.
you know we have the IDs that are different colors,
Mm.
right? So to try to combat that feeling of institutionalization, I'm making sure that school is somewhere that we can come and still have some privileges and do some things that are out the box. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so for example, I wanted when I came last year to talk to students, I put out some surveys like what kind of incentives kids want. So, for example, for the month of October and November, I'm gonna do attendance incentives. We've already done. I've already been giving away Cardinals tickets for students that have platinum or gold IDs. Uh, I'm letting students go to lunch early. I'm gonna let seniors once a month go and leave campus and go out to lunch if they have a gold or platinum ID. So
Is you paying?
I'm
This
not
one?
paying this time, but if you become a part of principal advisory, I'm gonna pay for lunch sometime.
Oh, okay.
So now what? So I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure that I reward students that are doing the right thing. That's my goal. I want people wanting to come to school. I don't want it feeling like an institution.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to have order, of course. But where there's order, we also have to have rewards. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to make sure that there's rewards in place for students that are doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, it's been kind of calm.
I mean, yeah, it's been calm because it's calm for the storm.
It's calm before the storm. Okay.
So,
No storm.
Well, hopefully. What would your big picture of McClure North be?
My big picture.
Mm-hmm.
I want I want a graduation rate that's 100%. I want everybody that walks through the door to graduate. I want everybody that walks through the door to get a minimum of a 20 on the ACT. Whether they want to go to college or not, they take the ACT and they've been educated so well that they can get at least a 20. And then, just like you're involved with video production, I want at least 80% of the students involved in something that's not just the core content, extracurricular activities. That's important. So that's my big picture. Students that are graduating, students that are ready for college, and students that are involved. That's big picture.
Okay. And then,